Hi, this is Jonathan with Fishing with Faith Outdoors. Welcome back to the channel. William, tell him what's up.
Daddy.
Say hey.
Hey.
What you gonna do today?
Yep,
You gonna go fish?
it's gonna go fish.
All right. Well, y'all just hang in there, and we're pulling up on this little farm pond, and we're gonna see what's in it today. Well, I know what's in it, but let's see if we can get some of them big old bass. Thanks for watching. Y'all like and subscribe, and we'll be right back. All right, William, what you think, buddy? What you got, a spinnerbait? So on this farm pond, just trying to see what's going on.
This way.
Huh?
This way.
Yeah, look like some almost got stuck over here. Yeah. So I'm throwing a chatterbait. I'm gonna go between it and a spinnerbait and see which one does what. But this wind, you want something, throw something a little bit more moving. Throw a Texas rig or a shaky head. Generally, I'll use a heavier weight, go up to a 1/4 or 3/8 ounce. That way, the wind ain't blowing your line around so bad on a light weighted bullet sinker or jig head. But anyway, throw my chatterbaits and spinnerbaits on a medium heavy 15-pound fluorocarbon. I use 15-pound fluorocarbon. If your water's a little clear, you can use 12. Or if you're fishing around heavy cover, fish heavier line. Well, there you go. Reel it up. And I use a 6:4 to 1, 6:5 to 1 gear ratio reel. That's all you need for spinning a chatterbait. You don't need nothing any faster. Yeah, you got a stick on that thing, man. If you use a fast gear ratio like a 7:3 to 1, 7:1 to 1, or 8 gear ratio, just all you want to do is turn it fast enough to feel them blades move or that chatter blade hit inside of that jig. You don't want to move it real too fast. Now you can burn them if you want to give a little different presentation to chasing bait and stuff. You can burn them. There's certain days for that, but for the most part, generally just medium. If it's medium retrieve, if it's cold waters, slow it down just a little bit. But anyway, all right, well, y'all enjoy. This is going to be the 5th series of the series thing I was trying. So next week will be I'll probably put together a bunch of fish catches and just make a video to put out by the end of the month. So I hope y'all enjoy these things, and I certainly did. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully we can get some fish today. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay tuned. All right, well, we'll go down there. I don't like anything's over here. All right, so we switched over to the spinnerbait. I just feel like I want to get on a spinnerbait bite today. All right, so Googan Squad, Googan Baits made by Catch Co. They make a really nice looking bluegill bait. And there ain't a whole lot of companies I know of that make a bluegill looking bait. There's a few that come close, but I don't know. Never used these before, so we'll see. And these ponds, you know, they fish a lot on bluegill and small bait fish, so we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. And I can slow roll that thing around there like that. Just give it a little twitch here and there. Just to flare that skirt, make them blades glingle in the sunlight, and man, it ought to be, today like today, it ought to be a good bait, but you never know. Like I said, sometimes either you can throw the right bait in the wrong areas and not get bites, or you can throw the wrong bait in the right area and get bites. So it really depends on where you cast on a lot of stuff, the areas you cast in. And a lot too, there will be bass in places that you never think there's a bass. So just fish. Just go fishing and cast, cast, cast. And two, another thing you can do, instead of throwing out in the middle, start out paralleling the bank like this. Like, let's see, start paralleling the bank, go boom, 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 boom. Then mark that spot where you think it is and move on down and repeat the process over and over until you get a bite. So if you start here in this direction and pull it to you, you're covering that whole strike zone. Unless you just cast out in front of you the whole time going out bait, you're only covering the strike zone from this point to that point. There could be a fish here and there could be a fish over here, but if you do it in a diagonal way, you can cover that whole strike zone like that, like you're cutting pie pieces. And you're most likely to run into a bass doing that than just casting out straight, moving down, casting out straight. So remember that. Hey buddy, that's far enough. Yeah, that's far enough. Fish right there. Thank you. Ah, there we go. That's a nice one too, boys. Yes, that's a good one. On old jig. Oh yeah, that's a good one. We're gonna have to put a scale on this one. I caught some on a point over here a couple of days ago, and I said, well, let's give it a try. Oh yeah, he's a nice one. It's gotta be at least a 4-pounder. Oh yeah. Stay in there, stay in there. Oh man, yes. Yeah, it's gotta be at least a 5 or 6-pounder. Oh yeah, we got, oh man, look at this joker right here on a jig, boys and girls. I'll tell you, if you don't, those of you that don't fish jigs, I'm telling you, jigs get big bites. Not because I got one today, but it ain't the first time I caught them. I just little bits of jig and I put a Z-Man crawl on there and it floats. This thing sits up in the air like that. But yeah, let's get a scale. Look at this thing, y'all. Look at that. Man, what y'all think? I want to say 6. I'm going to say 6 pounds. But I got a scale in the truck. We'll weigh him real quick. Let's, where's my boy at? He's in here. Look, man, look at that fish. Look at that fish. Ain't he a beauty? Let's weigh him, huh? Yeah, it's a little cool out here, so I'll let you sit in the truck and watch his little TV show in there. Let's see what it weighs, man.
What's this?
Yeah. Is that a big fish or what? All right, here we go. Oh, 512. 512. Yeah. That's nice. And imagine if you was feeding up. You want to touch it?
No.
You want to touch it?
Not touch.
Now you want to touch? You want to touch it? Awesome. Let's get him back in the water. Yes. Look at there, boys. 5-pounder on the jig. I knew there was big fish in here. I knew there was. Get him back in the water. There we go. There it goes. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yep. Jig rod set up. 15-pound fluorocarbon on a medium heavy rod with a 7:5-to-1 gear ratio. That is what I fish my jigs on. Standard Texas rig equipment. And a little Bixie Strike King Bixie bug. You know, just something a little finesse. It's colder waters and all, and I don't know, the water's probably down 50 degrees or something. But yeah, a little Z-Man crawl. It floats and it sticks up in the air like that, and just hopping it along, dragging it along, man. He hit it. He hit it. All right, let's see if we can duplicate that again. Either bigger or smaller, who knows? But we will find out. And just kind of want to give you a reference where I caught the fish at. You pond fishing, you know, and I'm not saying there's not going to be fish on a straight bank like that. I've caught them all down through here because there's wood stumps and stuff laying down through here, so it gives them something to relate to, and they'll move down these banks and all. You know, this is kind of a point. I guess it comes out just a little bit, and I caught him right over here. There's some wood laid right over there. So in the deep waters over in that direction, it gets shallow. I ain't sure how deep it is out here, but anyway, it's real shallow up that way. So imagine they're moving out of this deep water and coming up on these banks getting ready to spawn, because the spawn's on the way. It should be here, depending on how that water temperature works. You know, somewhere between now and the end of February, if not mid-February. So it all depends on the temperatures of the water, whether them fish are gonna spawn or not. So, well, like I said, you know, cast, just cast, just go all the way around your ponds or lake and just cast. You know, hit, and if you're needing time, if you know your ponds and all that stuff, just hit the high percentage areas, like, you know, there's wood in here or there's a stump there. But if you're not sure, just cast. Just go through there and cast and get a feel of what the bottom's doing. Because from the bank, unless you can buy one of those fancy sonars you can throw out there and spend the time to, you know, to see what's on the bottom. But just throw around a jig or a Texas rig and feel what the bottom is. Okay. All right, well, we're gonna try this spot a few more casts with this jig and see what we can turn up with. You got what?
I got a fish.
You got one. Belle, you better reel it in. You better reel it in. Where's that fish at, boy? Where's that fish at, boy?
I found you.
Oh man, what's that? You got one. Look at you. That's good job, dude.
Look. Look, Dad.
Well, looks like we're only gonna get one fish today. I'm just gonna have to go to the house and get ready for work. I gotta be heading out about 3 o'clock to Madison, Georgia, to do some work tomorrow. So we gave it our best today. This pond here is produced a lot of big fish, quality fish. But you can come out here and some days it just won't. Yeah, they moved out in the middle somewhere where you can't get to them, or they stacked up somewhere that you just take your time to find them. I don't know. I just have to, one day I'm going to have to get my kayak in here and just, I did one time, but it was so windy I couldn't keep control of it. But I'm going to have to come out here and just fish, spend a good day on this pond to figure it out. So, but we got that 5-pounder. And that's better than nothing. That's a good day. Go out and catch a 5-pounder. Some people catch them. They say, man, we call a monster. Well, a 5-pounder and 6-pounder is a good bass. I say an 8 to a 10 is going to be a, yeah, I consider that as a monster because that's probably the rarest. And especially somewhere anything over 12 pounds would be considered, you know, a trophy. But I don't know. I've never caught, I think I caught close to 8-pounder one time if it had been eaten. But just catching him as far as weight goes, 6 pounds, 6'10" is my biggest. So, but fishing to go, the boys in my truck jumping all over it. It's a little cold for him to be out here today. I was just getting him out of the house, see if he wanted to hang out before I had to go work. So, all right, well, I appreciate y'all watching, and this is going to be the last for the series deal this month. I'll probably do another one next month, do a week-long series, but a week or 2 long, depending on what happens. But I think it was pretty fun. So, but again, thanks for watching. I'm gonna make 1 or 2 casts before I have to leave, and if I catch anything, I'll put it on here. If not, then this will be the outro. How you pronounce it? You got an intro and outro. Again, thanks for watching. Y'all please like and subscribe to the channel, and share with all your friends and family. And get somebody into fishing, man. Just go fishing. Take somebody fishing. Introduce them to my channel or whoever's channel you like the most. You know, just, and also to introduce them to God. If you know about God and you believe in Jesus Christ died for your sins and is willing to forgive anyone for anything, to if you believe in Him, but introduce them to God. If you don't know, just get with your local pastor and he'll point you in the right direction. But thanks for watching again, and we'll see y'all on the next one.